Okay, here is a quick look at the E-mini S&P for Friday, April the 8th, 2011. Going into today, we still had the up bias, and we were suggesting that in around the 27 area would be a good place for support. 27 right in here. This, by the way, is the profile from the overnight session. So the market closed here yesterday and did have a nice rally, some 7 points here, as it did exceed the daytime high by a little bit. So it had a good rally there. But then when the market opened here for the regular trading hours, it started to sell off pretty well right away. Now our next level down was at was at 22 and then at 18. And so the market came down. It actually went through 22, hit 18 and change, and then had a nice little rally to finish the day. So this sell-off today is I don't really think it's changed the market to a down bias. It has shown that yes, there's obviously some pretty good selling. It may even get confirmed on Monday if the market can hold below 18. But I really think it's got to hold below 18 before we can say that the intraday bias has changed to down. I do think there will be a resistance in the market from approximately 25 to 27. And so we're looking at that as immediate resistance. And then above that, we're looking at it right back up to 32 again, which was another area that we had said that if it can hold above there, that would be a good bullish indication. But you can see it turned right around and then started to trade back inside 32 shortly after the RTH opened. So it came all the way down, hit the 22 that we have been mentioning, and then almost at the next support at 18. But this support here is very, very important at 18, I believe. And if the market does hold below that, then we're looking more than likely for a very good move lower. So in the meantime, we're looking at 25 and then 27 and then 32. The 22 area might act as support, but the more important support area now I think is 18. And let's monitor that overnight Sunday evening going into Monday. And the fact that it did come down here after the delayed reaction with the earthquake and so forth yesterday, and then turn right around and then rally. It's sort of like there's a buyer strike. It's not so much that the sellers are super powerful here. It's just the buyers have sort of, kind of disappeared, which may turn into aggressive selling if it holds below 18. But for the time being, we're basically in the neutral camp. It's more or less a sideways market, and we'll look to see in particular sideways slightly leaning up, not as much as yesterday, and we'll just keep monitoring that 18 level. As long as that holds, we're still going to have more of a preference to be on the long side. But watch for those areas 25, 27, and then 32. If the market can't get up anywhere near there and hold, or if it doesn't get up anywhere near there and then starts coming down, watch out for acceptance. For the market below 18, we could get a really good bearish run. Um, of course, we also look at the market profiles for the regular trading hours only. The one we were just looking at also included the Globex session. Here is our chart and our trades for today. Our first one was right here. We got entered here. It did bounce a point and a quarter, and so worst case scenario was a break even on that. We did not take this trade here as it was triggered in the red environment, and we don't want to go against that. Unfortunately, we missed. You can see the next trade here was a short. We just missed getting filled on this one by a tick, and then it had that really good drop. We did get short in here. You can see that this red arrow, that triggered the next trade. And it did also drop a point and a quarter. So worst case scenario was a break even on that. But our best trade was really either one of these long trades late in the day. The first one we did take, and the reason being is that we had major support down here at 18. And so this was a nice trade. It immediately bounced 2.5 points in our favor, backed off, and just nicked us right here, which was our next entry point. And so some of our traders actually would have held that trade or added on to it because of the test of the major support. But worst case scenario on that trade was just taking one of them and having good profits on the full position. So it worked out okay. So a pretty good sell-off here today. Something to be concerned about. I don't think the volume was so heavy that it's going to lead to more selling. But then again, if the buyers don't step up, then likely the sellers will push it below that 18, which would be a very critical thing. And then we would look at a lot more follow through lower. So that's really how we're looking at the market right now to close off the week. Any questions or comments, don't hesitate in getting a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. In the meantime, have a really good weekend, and we will see you again on Monday.